Hi everyone, you have found what to play next. We're bringing everything that is awesome in gaming. I do mean awesome. We like to find stuff before it comes out, kind of bring it to you real. So this is Theomachia. We have this great indie community on... Really? They're gonna enforce that. Alright, so hold on, normal mode, there we go. So we have this great indie community on Twitter, and we basically try to stay up on everything that's developing in gaming. So they like to develop the interfaces, they develop the gameplay, storyline, different techniques that people use to kind of advance gaming in general. So this is what we go in there and we look for and kind of bring it to you real. So definitely it's both in front and behind you. Don't rush towards either. That is real loading screen advice, friends. See that? You didn't even know that you needed that advice, and there it is. Definitely both in front of you and behind you. Don't rush towards either. I feel like that's pro gamer doomed. Immediately, just like whatever hope you got from that statement, they're cutting you off from it. Oh, how cool. Okay, so this is a hands forward. We've got some sort of a timer going on. Telling us not to rush, not really working for me because immediately I want to rush. So we're exploring a pre-release demo. So this is, there are things going on here that are going to be unbeknownst to mankind. They'll remove some of it. The air seems humid. All right, so we already went through one shift. Heading outside of town. I tend to try and take a bridge and see where it's going to lead me. Just old gamer habits, from testing games for so long. I get the feeling like it's going to cut me off. Alright, final score, 51. Converted to points to goals, causing them to pull a face to get new home games. Most people are to restart the game. Alright, so let's try to our right. Oh, hold on, there's some sort of something. Where are the bad guys? Let's get to shelter here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hold on. Let's learn the control interface now. I love how behind I am on these things. WASD. Control R to reset. Hold left click to pull items towards you. Tap left to fire once. Okay, so I don't have a weapon. Here's to be part of the issue here. So we need to get to a weapon. Because I'm immediately under assault. I can maybe buy myself more time once I find this. We definitely need... Back alleys seem the way to go. We certainly have enemies. Darn it. Immediately die. Okay, so. To the left was it. Earn SP, okay, so... Nothing much I can do with the dumpster. I need a firearm or something. Because it doesn't look like I can do anything other than run from these guys off the drop. That's pretty normal Civ warfare for gamers. We know these things. I can maybe throw that stuff at them. Let's find out. Can't do anything with the cars. Nothing in there. Nothing in the... Okay, so... We can throw these at the bad guys. Okay, so we're dealing entirely with environmental factors here. This is an interesting intro here. In general, they put out that you're a hero, you got all sorts of stuff that you can do. Not so much here. They're like, you've got a park bench, make things happen. So I can throw fairly heavy objects at them. To try and protect myself, barriers, stuff like that. But it looks like off the drop you're developing that skill, so it does appear to be affecting them and certainly defending me, so I mean, I'll take it. Alright, so I think I scared off that wave. I'm down to 0, so that's good. Yeah, look at that. See? Darn it! 6 enemies killed. I was in the second wave of enemies. So it drops you right into a dice topic. You have enemies morph in immediately. Can I do anything with this? about these guys? Also no. Okay, so I get this gradually larger swarm of things that I can throw, and that lets me like take out more enemies. So that's good. Really don't want to, darn it, die to the swarm there. Alright, so let's head this way. We'll get behind cover. We'll just tow these along with us. Got cement barriers. Okay, so definitely a lot of dodging involved. Not my strong point. I am a run and gun sort of player. I tend not to worry so much about pulling enemies because I'll find a different way to beat them. Looks like I can stack my items and then just release them as though it were a firearm. So that's good. Let me get another stack of items going on here. I'm gonna need that. So we're headed into nighttime. The air seems humid. So far I'm surviving, so that's astounding by my standards. Took out one of them. They don't seem to be stacking up to an impossible level, so once you get a good rhythm down for like leaving things that you can throw at them, kind of get your stuff together there. If you could possibly defend yourself better, that would be awesome. So yeah, if you don't hold down on that left trigger, then you don't accumulate ions. So I wish I could throw something that was full of cogs. That does not seem to be good. Darn it, this converted 64 causes death to soul. I can get onto the next board now, which is cool. I'm trying to get past that to see like what it is that happens next. It might just be like a run and gun. You might like really be looking at fighting off the swarm here with your park benches and rudimentary city objects. Once you do start firing, you stop collecting objects quite so much. It doesn't look like you can hit quite as many with a, you know, like once you start towing them around. On the upside, you do draw them in from all areas, so you can take out a swarm pretty easily just by running around, and then rapid firing, you know, stuff like park benches and so on at them. So you do have some sort of psychic or biotic skill here to defend yourself with. Alright, so I killed the first wave. Let me get to someplace with a little bit more. Now, I don't know what this SP stuff does, or what the deal is there. Obviously, I'm going to have another swarm incoming. Try and take out as many of them as I can before I have to break whatever. It looks like it wants to give me things like cars. No? Okay, so it's not going to let me outside of a certain area of effect. Can't lift the cars myself, so definitely getting the hang of fighting off these guys, so. I missed with all of, that's actually kind of impressive, the level on which I missed there. Oh, and one of them got me, that's good. So, just, yeah, basically run straight. I'll have to take a look and see where the director is going with this. It's on Steam, so in general they'll put up like a trailer or something, give you an idea what's going on. Come on, friend. Just promise action here, not just reaction. Come here, come on down. Hey, come here, I got a present for you. Alright, so let's run over to the Steam page and see where the director's going with this. Is a high-octane, physically boosted with battery focus capabilities. You learn using only weapons right off the stuff from another dimension something cocktails. Okay. It's basically they keep bombarding you with enemies. You're in the final city, everything else is shut down, and it's first they're opening up the goes down again. And it's the Ford's Wheel. So, pretty cool idea. Something a little bit different. Grow more powerful through survival. So you basically just level and level. And you're able to do different things like shield yourself, you know, block off groups and things like that. So a weird combination of strategy and survival. Like I said, we like to bring something different 6 days out of 7. So as far as game mechanics go, this is completely different. It's not using the usual grapple, gather, that sort of thing. What it does is level you in a really, really old school sort of way. And then you just acquire different superpowers to fight off these evil beings. So link in the description below if you want to try it out. Also down there's Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee, it's reward. So if you want to support a great co-op, you can put your logo on merch. Obviously you can buy our logo and support the channel. We love you guys. We love that you're always along for it. Also down there, coffee, KOFI. Buy this chick of coffee, $1, make me smile. All my social media links are down there, so feel free to link up with us. We love you guys. We love hearing from you. So, you know, commenting, liking, subscribing, that's always free. So hit that up and, you know, like I said, 6 days out of 7, get something a little bit different in your news feed. The 7th day, we try to highlight like a really good game, or we just take a day off. But yeah, this is like one of the hands forward and one of the things that they're trying to develop with it. So we have this really awesome indie dev community on Twitter. And we're kind of trying to bring you some of the stuff that they're working on, some really incredible up and coming games. And like I said, anything that's really different. So the interface on this is really different. They're obviously developing different types of combat and different ways to use that combat. So different environments that they're experimenting with. So this is a highly experimental game. Looks like they're shooting in a completely different direction, and generally when you take on the sci-fi aspects that they did, that's what happens there. So that's what they were going for. They definitely nailed it. If it's something that you just want to play and kind of wear out the user interface on it, give them some feedback, that sort of thing. This is a great game. Looks like a good up-and-coming company to keep your eye on. Because they're starting out roguelike, and that tends to mean that they're going to want to expand some sort of concept that they're doing. So that's a really cool thing about exploring indie. Either way, liking, subscribing, commenting, that's totally free. We love hearing from you guys. Hit us up on our social media links. Let us know what you think. If we hit a game that you really love, you know, like sometimes we don't know that you like experimental, so we do keep it to a minimum and that sort of thing. Give us the feedback. We do love hearing from you. So stay safe, game on, and we will see you in the next video.